What's going on, everybody? It's Messenger here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top favorite Christian movies that you should watch after this video. I'm super excited about sharing these movies with you, so let's just get straight into these movies. First movie, I love Facing the Giants. I actually watched it last night. Facing the Giants, it's about football players. They're football players, and they're losing a lot of their team members and stuff that were really good on the team, and I won't give too much away there, but it's a football movie and a coach. It's kind of based on the coach's life in a way, but also the team. It's called Facing the Giants because they're facing the Giants. It's a very touching movie with a very powerful message. It gives you motivation to not to quit. Put God first and you will be in his favor. Oh, and by the way, I won't be talking too much about the movie itself, but the message, just because I don't want to give anything away. So even when times are tough, God's right there with you, gonna help you out of that. On to the next one. Courageous. Okay, so this is a great movie. This is probably my second favorite movie. This is about police officers, and they're all the group that we're looking at here. They're all I believe they're all dads, yeah. And things just happen, and it kind of correlates in all this dad kind of parenting in motion in a way, and they realize that they were not doing what they don't want to be just an okay father. They don't want to just be enough. They want to really be a father. Anybody can be a father, right? We all know that, but it takes a dude to be a dad, a real one, not to be a sloppy one. They realize they can be better. They can do better as a parent. And the whole police thing was that's their career job, and that's what they're doing. And it kind of correlates with saving people and things like that. There's a lot to talk about in this movie. So I do recommend actually watching that movie because it is great. Now, this next movie is called Heaven is for Real. I love this movie because I think it has a lot of, the way it's presented is just great. It was a great movie. I loved it. I never read the book, though. I know it was a book first, but the movie Heaven is for Real, if you guys don't know, it was a boy that went to heaven, that died and went to heaven and then came back and kind of explained everything that he saw. He was on Oprah. He was on a lot of shows and stuff like that. And then it was talking about a girl that was young as well, and she started painting Jesus, and that looked like exactly, or that's what we think that's what he looks like the closest representation of Jesus. And if you guys want to really see what the boy says, what the paintings look like, all that stuff, I recommend checking out that movie because it is great. And this is a true story. It's not fake or anything. This is actually something that really did happen. This movie is going to really surprise you. It surprised me on a lot of things, and it was I don't want to spoil anything, but I just want you guys to watch that movie if you guys haven't already. Okay, so this next movie, it's a cartoon. It was called Prince of Egypt. I watched this since I was a kid. I know this movie front and back. I know the storyline is pretty much about Moses, from where he started from, and where God was taking him, and the whole storyline of Moses, and it's all in that. And I think the way they presented everything was great. So if you guys actually do want to know the story of Moses, that's a really good kid movie that you can show your kids for them to learn, because while I was watching it, it lets you understand the story of Moses as a kid, which is great. And if you guys actually want to rent any of these movies or whatever, I'll actually leave all these movies I'm mentioning down in the description so you guys can rent them. Now, this next movie is The Passion of the Christ. Now, this movie is rated R, and that's just because of the violence that's in it. It was rated one of the gruesomest movies in the Guinness World Book of 2018, or 2008, I mean. And that movie was in there as one of the most violent movies. They presented the whole story of Christ on the cross, and before that, and everything, just great. Or you don't have to be a Christian or whatever to just not cry to this movie. I mean, you don't even have to believe in God, but dude, it is going to really make you cry. Sad to see people do this to God, to do this to Jesus, but it's also he chose to do that. He's doing this for you. He took all this for you. And you can just look right in his face when he's on the cross, and you just want to bawl, because it's true. It was a real story it was a real thing, that situation that happened. I really actually do want y'all to watch that movie if you have not watched that movie, because they're actually making the movie called Resurrection, which is another movie, which is when he resurrected after the third day. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird because not many people know about this character, but I watched this I watched this series of movies, shows, whatever. It's called Bible Man. Okay, so this guy, he was very he was a biblical dude. He had a lightsaber in a way, and he had a cool suit on that I always wanted to have. And every episode has a different kind of theme of, how do I say it, temptations, of love, all this darkness, and it has different representations of every video, of every movie, whatever. About the villain is trying to tempt a kid to do something bad, and Biolan over here is is getting rid of that, fighting this other guy with swords and all that stuff. I mean, it's awesome. I think every kid should watch that. I don't know how a kid that's young cannot watch that. I watched almost all of them. I have so many DVDs everywhere because I watch them all the time, repeatedly. I want you guys to look them up and maybe even watch just one and see how it looks. Now, they do have an animated series, but I haven't watched any of those. I haven't watched any since in a long time. But the one where it's real acting and all that stuff, those were the greatest. Those were the greatest. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys did enjoy this video, like and subscribe for more just like this one. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Messenger out. Hey guys, did you like this video? Well, here are some more videos you guys can check out from me. Check them out, and I'll see you guys there.